The events of January 6, 2020 unfolded very quickly. Soon after the first Trump supporters arrived at the Capitol building, then hundreds stormed in. All of it happening within just a couple of hours. 1 year later, we take a look back. It was 11 a.m. Washington, D.C. time when a crowd of Trump supporters gathered near the White House to hear then President Trump speak. By noon, he took the stage to begin what would be an hour-long speech, repeating false claims the election had been stolen.
We will never give up. We will never concede.
During Trump's speech, around 12:30, pro-Trump supporters were also gathering outside the Capitol building. A half hour later, by 1 p.m., that group began pushing their way through a police barricade on the west side of the building. As that scene was playing out, outside, a joint session of Congress was just getting to work inside, preparing to certify the votes for the newly elected President Joe Biden. Just 5 minutes later, Trump finished his speech, telling the crowd of hundreds to start marching.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
Back in Congress, Republicans objected to certifying the Electoral College vote in Arizona. That's when the joint session separated to begin the next step in the House and Senate chambers. As this was underway, the crowd was well on their way to the Capitol, and by 1:30 on the Capitol steps, pushing past the line of Capitol police officers. From there, it took just 45 minutes for the angry mob to breach the Capitol. At 2:15, windows were broken, police were assaulted, and rioters were climbing inside and opening doors for others. Lawmakers took cover, and within 5 minutes of that breach, evacuations began in both chambers. Minutes later, Trump tweets, calling out his Vice President Mike Pence and continuing his false claims about the election. Back here in Washington, 30 minutes after that tweet is sent, protesters breached the Capitol grounds in Olympia, getting close to the governor's mansion, but never getting inside. Back in D.C., at 3:13, Trump sends another tweet aimed at his supporters, the rioters inside the Capitol, saying, "I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful, no violence. Remember, we are the party of law and order. Respect the law and our great men and women in blue. Thank you." An hour later, at 4:17, Trump tweets out a video, his first public statement since his noontime speech.
Go home. We love you. You're very special. You've seen what happens. You see the way others are treated that are so bad and so evil. I know how you feel.
By 6 p.m., a curfew is in place across Washington, D.C., and the crowds, the rioters who attacked officers and breached the Capitol grounds, simply dispersed. Eventually, Congress got back on task, working through the night. At 3:42 a.m., lawmakers certified Joe Biden the winner of the election,